get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. From his own end zone, here we go. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kyler's starting off with a throw. Throw is there, Trey McBride. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Bronk. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
And I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. Hauled in by Musgrave. And that's good for a gain of 5. And that's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On target to Musgrave. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Love from the gun. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll be first down, Packers.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On now is McManus to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Play action now, Murray. He's got him, that's McBride. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one's rejected at the line. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Able able to get it to Reed. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Motion man sent left. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This finds Downs. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Love to throw again. This is reeled in by Reed. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On second down, Jacobs. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut by Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Look at this, the tight end getting a carry here. And he'll go down here at the 16. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal. Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He's going to keep this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jordan Love, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. Now Murray on the play fake. Escapes out to the left.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man motioned over. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Fits it through the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Benson on 1st and 10. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Makes the connection to James Conner. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Cardinals looking for a score before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Eventually able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All right, back to the ground game here. He passes the 35, and he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, here's Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Handoff here to Jacobs. Blast through midfield. And he works this down to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Jacobs running behind center. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. Catches made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
handoff. Here's Jacobs. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Love on 3rd and short. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's on the move. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
From the 32. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Motioning one of the tight ends. The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action now, Murray. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just 1 snap later.
And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's Jacobs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun now for Love. It's cut right side by Watson. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
Here's a give to Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Love now on 3rd and goal. He's got it! It's a Green Bay touchdown! McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Kyler to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Love from the gun. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Put the body on the line for his team. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Long. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They run it with Jacobs. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Murray on 3rd down. Connecting on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to the air, Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.